All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Pulp Addicts Pod. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm one of your hosts, Dave Cruz. Thank you very much of Beyond the Strange. And we are going to have a wonderful evening tonight, just reminiscing about films and pop culture, comic books, all that good stuff. And yeah, this is going to be really, really fun. So let's go ahead and get things started.
Where's the chat at?
The chat is...
Never mind.
This should be coming up any second now. Thanks again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to Pope Addicts Pod. And I just wanted to introduce everyone here tonight. To my right, we have Gigi of Chef Happens. And of course, to my left, we have none other than Russ Bailey of Black Sky Paranormal and Beyond Strange. Also, we have Mr. Jerry Cthulhu of Noxmente and the Obelisk. And there on the end is none other than Mr. Derek Murphy, the NightStocker. So welcome,
What's
gentlemen.
going on?
Thank you all for joining us tonight.
I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun one.
Going to be a great, fantastic show. On time, I should say. Pretty much on time.
Oh yeah.
So
Be on time.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah. In the spirit of the Batman, I was able to catch that tonight, and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was very fantastic. Some people have other opinions, but that's okay because that's how opinions work. Everyone has one, just like an asshole. So.
Yep. Figure a little celebration, a little like just celebrating Batman on this spectacular time to be a Batman fan we're living in right now. Just but without spoiling it, give our kind of general thoughts and then talk about our favorite nerd Batman shit, right, Dave? Like basically the crux of tonight.
Yeah.
Do we take calls on this show? Like, can we get people talking about their favorite Batman shit? Is that a thing we can do?
We can do that. Let me open up the phone lines right now, as a matter of fact. And why waste time? We'll go ahead and open up the phone lines here.
Who's your favorite Batman, everybody? What's your favorite Batman memory? What's your earliest what's your relationship with Batman? And for all you guys too, how did Batman come into your life? What's your early Batman memories?
I have
start with you,
one.
Russ. Jerry, yeah.
No, it's okay. So I've been into Batman since I was a kid. I read the comics.
Yeah.
But I have a funny story about the Tim Burton Batman movie.
Oh yeah.
So we got really, really high before we went in to see it. Like
why am I not surprised?
Like so high that I felt like I was floating as I walked down the aisle, right?
Nice.
Anyway, it starts up, and remember how that started with the camera going in and out of the Batman logo, like the tunnels, and it was dark and the scary. It freaked me out, and I had to leave.
Wow, that's good. Wow,
that's how high I was. It was like having a panic attack watching the opening scene.
Wow, that's intense.
One of those nights, huh?
One of those nights.
Yeah. Been there,
yeah.
Anyway,
that's funny.
I hate when that happens.
This is like off topic a little bit, but I kind of one of those moments, but I kind of like wrote it out for Avatar. I was like maybe the highest I've ever been in my whole life, and it was like I didn't leave, but I was in the zone. To say that, and like my favorite movie experience, my favorite in theater experience. I was just like I was in Pandora. It's crazy. But what about you, Russ? You're the maybe the biggest Batman fan of all of us. What's your how'd you get hooked on Batman?
Well, it goes back to comics, late 70s, early 80s.
I always loved the artwork and everything like that. And then probably, the first Batman movie I saw on film was Batman '89. I was there opening night. I think I was 14 years old at the time, 13, 14 years old. Me and a buddy of mine went and was blown away by it. Just was awesome. Yeah. So cool. Always loved the old Adam West TV show, but this changed the game for me. And I heavily started collecting Batman comics in the 90s. And I've been heavily collecting Batman comics and memorabilia and movies and everything ever since. So love Batman. We'll always love Batman. Love the new movie also.
Hell yeah.
How about Gigi?
My first introduction to Batman was the old TV show from like, what was it, the 60s or 70s, where like whenever they would punch somebody, the screen would flash and it would actually say pow.
Yeah, it's the best.
Bam, kapowie, and that was my first experience with it, but it wasn't until the mid 90s. I remember like who produced it or directed it or whatever, but the Batman cartoon that was prevalent in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
Bruce Timm.
That's what got me hooked. And then I bought all the action figures. I had all the different Batmobiles and Bat Ski Mobile. I ran the whole gamut because of the cartoon. But so that's probably my most nostalgic thing with Batman is that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Mine's basically the same as that. Very similar. Like we were pretty much born, me and you, Gigi, the year we were born. You were born in '89 too, right? Or you?
88, but yeah, same thing. Yeah.
But yeah, so like we're born into the world where like Batman was taken seriously. Like so, Batman's always been like this. We've always had the dark Batman and the light Batman. Whereas like if we were born like 10 years earlier, we've like it was such a big moment for Batman to be taken seriously on like the big screen with Tim Burton and stuff. But like I used to back in the day when I'm like really little, like I think 3 or 4, come back from like hockey on Saturday night and we go rent a video at Blockbuster. It was like the routine, and I would rent the Batman 66 movie all the time with the shark repellent and everything. And that was the best. And then and just I was obsessed with Batman and Power Rangers. Those are my 2 action figures. Just my favorite thing to do is just play with the Batman action figures.
I was the biggest Power Rangers fan of all fucking time.
Yeah, it's the best.
Dude. I had all the toys. I dressed up as the Green Ranger / White Ranger, depending on the year, for Halloween.
Yeah. Same.
Dude, yeah, that was
the best
shit, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm biased, but I think that's the best time to be a kid. No offense to everybody else, but it's the glory days of kid programming. And then probably like 7 or 8 years ago, I actually like started to read physical Batman comics and everything. So I've been cranking through all those, and it's just he's the best. He's like, I thought Superman was my favorite growing up, but just actually reading the comics, the amount of like classic Batman stories, it outweighs Superman stories like 10 to 1. It's crazy. So he's kind of surpassed. He's probably my favorite hero right now, I think. But yeah, he's the man.
How did we get on Land of the Lost? Susan Astro Lunatic. By the way, everybody in the chat room, welcome. We got Casper Parks. We got Susan Astro Lunatic. I saw Carl earlier. Well, welcome, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And Astro Lunatic is talking about Land of the Lost with the Slee Stacks. I remember Slee Stacks. Marshall, Will, and Holly.
Did you know Bill Lambier, who played for the Detroit Pistons? He was one of the Slee Stacks.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
they were the OG reptilians.
Yeah,
reptilians.
Yeah,
yeah. I know that when I used to see them, I'm like, interesting. They didn't scare me. I just thought they were very trippy looking.
Do you remember the theme song?
Oh, the Land of Lost, yeah.
Yeah, Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
That's too funny.
My God, that was classic.
That was.
Wow.
Was that
Then Will Ferrell fucked it up.
No, that Will Ferrell was pretty good actually.
Dude, I
like not Hanna-Barbera. Who were the other guys? Rankin Bass? Who made
Rankin Bass is awesome.
I don't remember who made that show, but it was one of those groups of Jewish fellows.
Was it claymation, the whole thing, or was it live action?
No, it was all live action.
I'm not sure.
I think it was Sid and Marty Krofft.
Sid Marty Krofft, thank you.
Sid Marty Krofft, yep.
The third set of Jews.
The third set.
Yeah, they do. Rankin Bass, Sid Marty Krofft, and then the other guys I said, but I forgot who it was.
That's interesting that you say that. It does seem like a set, right? It's always
it's
someone and someone. It's like a law firm.
It's a pattern.
Bob Finger and Bill Kane, Batman.
There's definitely a Jewarchy.
This is a Jewarchy.
Oh, I wasn't being, disparaging.
Anti-Semitic?
Not at all. I'm part Jewish myself. It's just saying,
Well, so am I. Yeah.
Everyone is.
There you go.
Well, I don't know about everyone.
Most people are.
No, most people are.
Do your genetics, you'll find out.
It's true.
I'm gonna convert. I love him.
Like my family's from Syria, and I've got like 25% Jewish blood genes, apparently.
That's cool.
It's like that episode of Family Guy. I Need a Jew when he's singing that song. I need a Jew. What? It's Family Guy. Fuck. Come on. No, we are not being anti-Semitic, I swear.
But we could be.
Well, I'm just saying.
I care not to be.
There's no hate. Not on this show.
And actually, Jews aren't even Semitic people, so the true Semites are the Palestinians. But we won't go there.
We won't.
If you want to,
let's not. We'll stop right now. How about us? No. Quick shout out to. Well, no, I don't want to say shout out, but I just wanted to recognize that there are two people at least in the Hollywood. Whatchamacallit, land or whatever you want to call it, but William Hurt passed away.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remembered Altered States, but I remember that movie. I was a kid when I watched that shit. I wasn't even into drugs back then. I was still pretty young, and I thought that movie was pretty fucked up. But
you should see it on mushrooms.
That's what I'm saying. You actually understand it better.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. My favorite line in that movie is when the guy named Mason, hint,
wow.
who's always trying to shut him down from expanding his mind. There's like deeper meanings in that movie.
What's it about? What's the plot of it?
Oh, dude.
There's a guy who's anthropologist. I think he's an anthropologist. I don't remember. He's a doctor. He's exploring his consciousness. I think he's like some kind of ethnobotanist kind of thing. And he's exploring his consciousness and stuff. And he finds these Indians who have some kind of mushroom brew that makes him trip. He's trying to understand the universe.
Yeah.
And he takes this thing, but he takes this drug back to his lab and starts experimenting with higher and higher doses in an isolation tank.
Oh, wow.
To the point where his body changes into a proto-human.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he switches back, and then love saves him. It's it's hokey, but it's a good movie. Yeah. Anyway, his contemporary in the experiments, who monitors it? Well, Bob Balaban's in it for one. He's really good, and this other actor, I can't remember his name, but he plays this character named Mason, who's very negative about what he's doing, out of concern, allegedly, and there's my favorite line in the movie is when he's talking about these Indians, the Hitchi Indians, and Mason goes, "Fuck the Hitchi Indians." Anyway, that's my favorite line. Probably because he said fuck. I don't know. That's a good movie. It's definitely a good movie. It's a Russ Myers movie.
Yeah.
So it's got Russ Myers kind of visuals in it. Weird religious crap.
I am not familiar with Russ Myers.
Valley of the Dolls.
That's probably
baby.
a sin. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Is this early 90s? This 80s?
83, 84?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I could look it up. But Body Heat's actually a better movie.
But
Is William Hurt in that?
Yeah. Altered States was 1980. I'm sorry, not Russ
Yeah.
Myers, Ken Russell.
no. Proto-human
Chips
like
aren't working for some reason.
like
Like a monkey.
oh wow.
Like a caveman.
Wow. That's crazy. I gotta watch that. That's cool. That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a good movie, and it's got Blair Brown in it too, who was the chick she's the redhead with the fake hand and Fringe, who
okay.
worked at Massive Dynamic.
Okay, yeah. I've only seen a few episodes of Fringe. That's next to my list.
It's on HBO Max right now, by the way.
Yeah. I'm going through Stargate right now, so I can. It's just.
Yeah.
And I'm doing
Fringe
X-Files
is
rewatch.
way better.
I know that.
Fringe is so good.
I've heard that. Yeah.
I've actually, I mean, between X-Files and Fringe, man, that for me that's a hard one because I like them both just as much.
X-Files is a slow burn. Like I'm doing like early on, like it's definitely it's a different time period for TV for sure. Like it's much more like cinematic. It's a lot more like
not all CGI.
There's a lot of nothing going on. It's a lot of just watching people walk around and try to figure stuff out with their faces. You know, it's like where it moves a lot differently. You know, even than like late '90s stuff. But it's good, obviously. Like I prefer the later to the early though. Is what I'm saying.
But yeah. By the way, people, if you guys are experiencing a little bit lag on the screen, it's just my system tonight for some stupid reason. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, don't fret. It's all good. As long as you guys can hear us.
Nobody's lagging but you.
I do lag, and I'm trying to catch up with this coffee here. But
well, I think it's because you have so much going on the screen.
Yeah, I need to put some more memory in here. I really do.
Yeah, that could be.
You need to run Linux.
I really should run Linux. I need to. I do. Be my next project.
Yeah, but anyways, that would require learning new things, and I'm too lazy. So, but yeah, go for it, Dave.
Well, I definitely will. Yeah, I'll when I can find some time to do that. But yes, 1-415-891-9083 is the call-in number, people. You want to call in with your favorite memory of a movie, cartoon, comic book, donut. I don't give a shit. Just call us and say hello.
We saw Batman today, Dave. Like, what'd you think? Let's get into it. Without no spoilers or anything, but like, what'd you think?
Well, we both saw Batman today.
Oh yeah.
I want to say it was a damn good movie.
It was unbelievable, yeah. It was really
it's
good.
Definitely different from the other Batman movies. This is definitely more of a detective noir type feeling.
Yeah.
And it's really a thriller, to be honest. There's a scene where I thought I was going to get squeamish on, and I'm like, ooh, are they going to show it? But they didn't. So I was like,
oh, no. I mean, it's PG-13, so.
Yeah. Well, they said the F word. They did.
You get one F.
You got one F word.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
They use
get
it right
one
in the
F
beginning, too.
Yeah. But,
yeah, it was
crazy.
It's very serious. It's very like at the beginning. I mean, I'm going into it like going into the movie, like my theater routine is getting unbelievably baked on the ride over there because I know I'm trapped in there for 3 hours. So it's like I'm really thinking my craziest thoughts for the first 15 minutes, and they like seeing him walk around like with the police and stuff, and how serious the movie was, and then you see like this guy in a costume, like they really did a good job of showing how like bizarre it is to have this like lunatic fighting crime wearing a bat suit. Like better than like maybe it's ever been done. Honestly, like it was really really good. Like I gotta watch it again, but yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, that's the interesting that's the interesting thing about this Batman as well, is how in the past Batman movies, he's always like, he's more elusive. Like when the cops get there, he takes off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this movie, he's like right there. He's working. Yeah. He's definitely working with the cops.
Yeah. It's no like no, it's very much like the animated show where you see him just like him and Jim Gordon just side by side, him at the crime scene, just sitting there with like standing there with the bat costume on, and how like weird that would be. But like, yeah, it was crazy. He was good too. Pattinson. There was a lot of like, you didn't see much of him without the bat suit. So if you're not a huge Pattinson fan, you have that to look forward to. You know what I mean? He doesn't like. There's not too much of him, right?
What do you guys think? I'd say maybe 40% Bruce Wayne, 60% Batman.
No, it's more like 25%.
You think so?
Yeah.
He was like barely like. Yeah, he was.
If he was that's true.
And there was very little Alfred.
Very little Alfred. Mm-hmm. Very little Alfred, but
enough to not even care about the character or the casting.
Which is too bad. Well, I like Andy Serkis. I think his portrayal of Alfred, I think, kind of reminds me of the guy that did Gotham, the Alfred on there.
Oh yeah.
That's who that is. That's Sean Pertwee played that part. That's John Pertwee's son, who was the first Doctor Who.
Oh really?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, that is cool.
Little trivia.
That is pretty cool. But yeah, I think I like their different accents. Like you got the first, like Alfred in the TV show. He's like a very
Cockney.
What's that?
Cockney.
Yep. Yeah, he's like really pronounced
South
heavily.
London. Yeah.
And then you have like more of a slang, working class type, governor type, English accent.
Posh.
Right. Thank you. God, he's on it. He knows his accents.
Have you guys seen that? Not to change subjects because it's related. Have you seen that show Pennyworth?
No, it just popped up on my feed for HBO Max. But
yeah, I got to watch that too.
It's good. It's good. It's interesting because it's like Alfred's backstory.
Yeah, like that's it's it kind of like how they did it with Gotham? How he was like a military guy. He like has all these skills from being in the military. Yeah,
yep.
That's a cool way to do it. Because Alfred, you gotta if you're making it a real world like down to earth story, the idea of having like this creepy old guy in the background who just helps out this genius psychopath like is a weird thing to make it realistic. You got to kind of like make him seem like he's this like another version of Bruce Wayne himself who just like can't really do it anymore. Who has this like bond with this kid. I don't know. It's interesting.
Well, it's cool because not only do they introduce Alfred, but then they introduce Thomas Wayne before he's married.
Oh, wow.
And how he hooks up with Alfred. They kind of bump into each other and then eventually start a partnership. But then also how he meets Martha, who's what does she do? I think she's some kind of government liaison in London at the time, and he's a CIA. Wow. He works for the CIA, Thomas Wayne.
Holy shit!
What?
And so you can make a whole case that Batman's all MK Ultra.
Oh yeah!
Holy shit! Wow, that's
all comics are for the most part.
Oh, for sure. But that's like direct. They even said in the movie kind of like they had to hide something about his wife's past in this movie. Like,
yeah, we don't want to spoil that.
But they didn't even tell us what it is, so I don't even know. Did they?
Yeah,
did they tell us?
They did.
Yeah, they do. Definitely.
I went to the bathroom at one point. I took a piss at one point.
It's not that important. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
How dare you take a piss
But that was not.
in the middle of that movie? What the
What was it?
fuck?
Damn, now I want to know what it was. What was it?
That she was in a mental institution.
Oh wow. Oh,
Well, that
She had been institutionalized at some point. So
that's part of
oh,
it.
so it is a life
So we'll give
stuff. Oh,
we'll stop there. But yeah, it's because I really
what's
don't.
there? What I like?
I know I don't
No,
want to
you're
spoil
right.
There are
anything
no
for the
spoilers
for
in the movie. I mean,
guys
you can
watching.
watch the trailer and pretty much get the whole movie. You know the Riddler did it.
Well, yeah, that part, of course.
Well, now we do.
What else do you need to know? I mean,
That's your
after the
fault,
story-
Gigi. You've had plenty of time. No, I'm just kidding.
dude. It's in the trailers. I mean, honestly, if you go in there expecting something different, you're not going to get it. My biggest problem with that movie
It's too long.
was no, it wasn't. It was the middle kind of lagged, right? There was a lot of scenes. They could have cut it down to 2.5 hours easily. But my biggest problem was Pattinson, to me, seemed too young for the role.
It's year 2.
Yeah.
I understand it's
I
year
know.
2, but to my eye, to me watching this, I'm used to, Ben Affleck Batman. I'm used to Michael Keaton Batman.
A more
He
like
just-
masculine, like older face, like a
Yeah, he just looked like a little kid.
Yeah.
And that's probably because I'm older.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm his age, I think. And
Older.
he seems like a boyish. He's
Yeah.
very like
It's
pointed,
because he's a
small
vampire,
face.
dude.
Yeah.
There
I
you
never
go.
saw-
Yeah, right.
I never saw the Twilight,
But he
movies. I
wasn't
didn't read-
sparkling. He did not sparkle. I will
Right.
spoil that.
Right.
He was good
Yeah.
in Tenet. Did you guys see Tenet?
Yeah,
Yes. Oh, that was great. That was
He
fucking
is
great.
good. Like he's good in the Lighthouse. Like he's an indie
Yeah,
darling.
Lighthouse is
Like,
good too.
he's good, but like he doesn't have a good cowl face, in my opinion. Cowl face is important in the Batman. I don't know if it's the cowl itself that he's good. I really like him. So, but just if I'm nitpicking, I don't like. He has probably
Well,
the worst cowl face of any of the
You want to
Batman.
talk about the
Apparent-
costume a little bit? Because
Wait.
this
Let's
the
talk about
Batsuit?
the voice first,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
because I have some trivia here. He was trying to work out his own voice for the movie. His own. How Christian Bale apparently started it with the deep voice. And so he didn't want to emulate that, even though for part of the movie he did sound a lot like Bale's Batman voice, but that's beside the point. So
I thought he sounded like
apparently
Keaton,
when-
actually.
It sounded like everyone else, but so he wanted his own style, and he was apparently trying to whisper.
Yeah.
Kind of like
It sounded like it. Oh, yeah, it's just
like a whisper voice. But the director Reeves didn't like it, so they scrapped that whole thing and reshot all those scenes.
It was very soft though. It was very like he didn't want he was trying. He wants to communicate as little as possible. He wants to expose himself as little as possible. Like, especially in the. It's not a spoiler, but like in the in the interrogation scene, he made it a point to talk extremely light. They made it because the interrogation scene gets made fun of so much from the Dark Knight as being like the why you want from me, like the growliest of all the voices, that like he didn't want to be tied to that. And Affleck made it a voice changer. It made it like
I like that. I did like
that.
that. Yeah, I like that. I didn't like the way Bill was fucking growling and shit. Really,
I didn't notice it until it became a meme. Honestly, like my first watch through, it didn't bother me at all.
You want me to play the
the,
trailer? I can play the trailer.
The costume definitely has a little bit of anime influence.
Yeah,
Like the part of the mask kind of looks like the Bird Katse mask from Gotcha Man, like the lower part of it, and the way
That's
his face
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It kind of looks like that to me. But I like the costume. I like how it had the collar on it, and I like the tech the costume had. A lot of good tech in the costume.
Yeah. It's cool.
Right.
It's like it's practical, but it's still like ridiculous. It's still like if there's some crazy broken kid had billions of dollars and like and you could have crazy like darts on your arm and kind of I don't know. And now
I'll be
okay, sorry, Russ. Go Russ.
I was just going to say, and the Batmobile was really awesome, but the sound of the Batmobile was more awesome.
Yeah.
when
the
it
way they
first
shot it,
started
too.
up, that
Exactly.
that
exactly.
whining sound, that was just awesome. Loved it.
The movie looked really good. Like the 3 hours didn't bother me just for the fact that like I wasn't used to being in the theaters for 3 hours anymore. If I was home and I got to pause it and stuff, like give me more Batman. Like the more the better, you know. But
Yeah,
Give me more
yeah.
Batman.
it moved. It like at no point was I checking my phone like to see is this over yet, you know. And it was shot really cool. There was some stuff where I'm like, when he's like riding the motorcycle and you kind of like see his face. There's some shots where I'm like, give me a break. You're trying a little too hard here. But like it was visually stunning. There were some theaters that were like were saying they had posted in the theaters like you can't ask, like they told us, Warner Brothers told us this movie's supposed to be dark. You can't ask for your money back and say it's too dark, you know. So I was figuring like this is gonna be dark as hell. This is gonna be like Game of Thrones last season dark. Can't even see it, but it was good. It was like it wasn't too dark. Yeah.
I was actually wondering if, because when we watched it, it was just me, my wife, our son, who's like, you know, he's 30, so it's not like, you know, he's too young to watch it, but and then some other guy.
Yeah, I didn't know.
There, you know, it was like, you know, the middle of the day, so everyone's in school, right? So I was wondering if it was going to be maybe too much for a younger crowd, you know, like under, you know, 10 and under, you know, maybe that's not the best.
It's a lot. It's like it would have been a lot for a 10-year-old. I think
it was pretty. It was dark, man. It was pretty heavy. Like I said, it reminded me of like the Zodiac killer type, you know.
Yeah.
Movie. It's definitely something you got to watch like that.
Like Zodiac,
in my
like
opinion.
7, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But Jerry was good enough to drop a link for Pennyworth, and I'm going to play it. So let's check it out.
Oh yeah.
Do we get to see it too?
If you're watching on your device.
The army, I'll have no more to do with it now. I want to be my own man. I started up a security firm. My apologies. Thursday night's always a bit naughty. We can meet Saturday. It's going to be a nice day.
It's rather forward of you.
No, I saw the weather forecast.
I didn't get your name.
Pennyworth.
Thomas Wayne. I have security needs. I recently discovered a criminal conspiracy.
They're missed.
They can't afford to have any loose ends.
Alfie! It's me! Alfie! Call us when you've got Thomas Wayne. You're a dancer, are you? I love dancing, me.
Mr. Pennyworth, if they kill me, they have to kill you. There will be no exchange.
If things go pear-shaped, I'll do my best to keep you alive.
That blonde chick's a psycho.
Is at war with itself. We will take back this country.
I like the era it's in.
Coup d'etat.
As a rule, if you have to use French words for something, I don't like it. I don't like violence. And I don't like you, mate.
That's cool. Yeah, so he has the posh accent, this guy. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, really cool.
He's got the Cockney accent, not the posh accent.
Oh, that's not the posh? Okay. So it's Cockney.
Cockney, South London, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's not the upper class.
Right.
Way to, you know.
Right. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like the era that it's in. It's like the 60s, late 60s, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't say. It's like 60s, late 50s, 60s. The only problem I have with it is they say that there's a woman president in the U.S. in the 60s. And that's, come on.
You can't make it any, like, they never say times. Like, even in the movie this time, they just said it was October 31st because
it's
Batman's
definitely
supposed to be this weird timeless thing where you can't tell if it's current day or 50s or
alternate universe.
Well, they retconned it because in the new Batman movie, his parents die in like 2001, wasn't it?
It would be. I mean, if he's like, yeah, like Batman's supposed to be 30, right? Roughly 30, like 33, like Jesus, kind of.
Yeah.
Probably.
Normally,
like Jesus. Okay.
So he,
Just Masonic 33. Right?
yeah, that's a Kevin Smith joke, I think. But yeah, like so he would be that time period. He'd be like 12 or whatever, around 2001 ish when they would die. Be creepy.
Yeah, it was like 20 years later than the comic books.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even true. Then
But it's still always
prior movies. How's that?
It's still always an amalgamation of like kind of like the animated series kind of started that with using all different types of aesthetics, like gothic mixed with like noir mixed with like modern day stuff. Like I don't know, it's always kind of an amalgamation. Like you can watch it, it's timeless in that way. So it's cool doing like how do you do a generation? How do you show the 60s but make it still timeless in a way like where we don't know what, like it's cool. I'll watch it. It's kind of what like Agent Carter like we tried to do.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
Wasn't that like in the 40s?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, that would have been earlier. Right?
Nazi era.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just want to say one thing while Dave stepped out for a moment. We lost William Hurt this week, but today we lost Scott Hall. A lot of people knew him in WWF years ago. Professional wrestlers Razor Ramon.
Oh, wow.
So very sad to hear that, and our thoughts and prayers go out to his friends and family. Very, very sad.
Was he vaccinated?
I don't know, but he died of a heart attack, though.
So probably.
More than likely.
It's not funny.
Jeez. Man.
Got his booster shot and had 3 heart attacks. I read it right here.
Oh, jeez.
And the Batman, just for Casper Parks, he said I'll wait to watch the new film till it's on a streaming service. Well, it will be on HBO Max next month on April 19th.
Yeah, but you kind of want to.
Nah.
I don't know. There's nothing like the theater experience. Unless you can't hold your bladder or you can't stay stoned long enough, whatever your stupid reason is,
So I saw Batman.
Be a man.
I saw it last weekend in the theater. It's the first time I've been to a theater since I saw Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Jesus,
10 years. With the size of my TV and the screen, really doesn't matter.
Exactly. At this point, like I'm somebody who I love the theater. Like I used to go before the pandemic, I would go like once a week. It was like my Monday morning routine, working nights and stuff. But now it's just like, I don't know. If I'm really I only want to go to avoid spoilers, basically, for like movies, so I don't get a spoiler online. Other than that, like I just want to watch it at home. So I can pause whenever I want. Like mainly I can smoke is a big deal.
I understand that, but I feel the other way. I just feel like there's something about the magic of the cinema. There's just nice. Something about it, It
is nice.
And as long as you don't, but there are things that can ruin it, right? Like you have to get up and piss, or maybe you get a little hungry, you need to go buy a hot dog or something. But you try to, you got to pre-plan before, piss before you get there. Get your hot dog, show up 15 minutes early so that your hot dogs are on time, and then go and sit in the theater and experience, because there is nothing like that surround. I don't care how good of a surround sound system you have at your house. That's not going to compete
for sure.
with the movie theater. And there's just something about it. I can't quite put my finger on it. But there's something about the theater experience that just cannot be replaced. And at least to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Gigi. I feel that there's some movies that need to be seen in the movie theater. And but I also I get what Derek's saying, because it's like, man, it's like this movie is very long, and I would have loved to hit pause.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because
it
and I actually did.
depends on the movie.
I actually did have to get up and use the bathroom really quick, you know, and come back.
I mean, and this
like
is like,
in-
I'm not saying this is a good thing.
in the
This
middle
is like,
of the
this
movie.
is my own problem. This is my own, like, I'm spoiled by, we're all kind of spoiled, and there's just kind of the short attention span of the entire generation. Like, so, like, I don't want to shit on the theater. Like, like the theater's a great place. Gigi, you're right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, no,
go to the
absolutely.
theater. So it's like, support your local theater. But like, if you're
Sure.
wondering, like, do I need this? Do I need to see this in theaters? Like, I mean,
I think
it's
this
gonna
one
be
you
up-
should definitely. You should see this one.
It was big. Yeah, it was big. I wish I saw Dune in theaters. I miss Dune in theaters. I think
Yeah,
that was
that
like,
would be
that's one that, like,
The
Dude's
show
good.
I saw, the theater I saw it in had these recliner seats.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man,
Those are the
especially
best.
the ones where, you know, they have the recliner seats and they have a fold out table. You can
Yep,
order
that's what this had.
food and drinks, you know, and just have a fucking time.
Yeah.
Right
Oh, yeah.
there. That's some classic shit right
I
there.
took a
Mainly
picture
it's
of it.
But it there are certain movies that fit that mold, and there are other movies that don't, for sure. You know, it's kind
Mainly
of
it's the
a-
smoking thing. Like, if they open us like a weed smoking movie theater, then like I can hold it. The bathroom's not really a big deal as much as it's like an hour into the movie, I want to smoke again. Like,
Dude, just eat some gummies.
Just
Smoke.
go out to your car.
Here's
then I'll
what
miss
you
10
do:
minutes of it. Like, I don't miss anything.
smoke,
But you're right,
smoke a joint before you go in, so you're already high.
GG,
and then,
I'm
and
a
then-
heavy. I'm a reefer addict. GG.
yeah, no,
Re-
listen.
reefer
Listen, I hear you.
One
I
joint's
hear
not doing it for me. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Rivers.
yeah, no. One joint is just the appetizer. You smoke one joint on your way in, right? And then you get
hell is
in,
that?
and as soon as you sit down, you eat a fuckload of gummies.
I don't know. Yeah.
And then bam, by the time the joint wears off, the gummies are kicking in, and bam, you can make it through the whole movie. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Just make sure you have a lot of popcorn and candy and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that in case you get the munchies, right?
And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
make sure to put a lot of butter on that popcorn.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I go high
Let's,
with
let's
the
Hey,
plug
but- hey,
let's
but,
plug
uh,
those
so-
fucking arteries, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But some big news this week too. In Batman news, something that I was very stoked about. I read an article. I shared it on Facebook. Apparently, Ben Affleck's Batman will continue after the Flash movie. So
That's great news.
that's great news, and it seems like with the Warner Brothers.
How official is
you know,
this?
Warner-
Is this definite?
It's official. Yeah, it's 100% official. It seems like with the Warner Media Discovery merger, that Discovery is wanting to me, when I read it into it, they want to continue the Snyderverse, which I'm all for that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, they should definitely continue the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
But what's
new-
the deal? What's the deal with all the movies getting pushed back? Can someone tell me
Oh, that
what
sucks.
what happened?
It's due to that merger, probably. I would
That's
imagine.
some bullshit.
It was
what the hell?
Yeah.
Why?
talking about. COVID pushed everything back.
Right,
No,
but
like,
but
they
but
just
that
pushed
was
back
COVID.
like
This
last
is
week,
something
though.
else.
Yeah.
Oh, this is something stupid.
Like these movies have to be like in the can already, they got to be like already like basically done. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're like
Yeah,
they were gonna have a chance to compete with Marvel for the year. Like there's gonna be a chance for DC fans to be like, we beat Marvel this year.
I mean,
And that's not happening anymore. Peacemaker and Batman alone are not gonna do it.
Marvel hasn't put out a good movie in 4 years.
They got Doctor Strange, but yeah, it's one opinion. Yeah. They're cranking it out. They're hitting hit after hit. They're like Marvel is not missing it right now. Like let's be real. Marvel's not missing. Like when it comes to
They
the
do with the Blade remake, and we'll see what they do with Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3 is gonna be the test for sure.
Yeah.
We got more.
But that's
Morbius
Fox.
coming
That's really that was more Fox than Marvel, dude.
Right, but it's Marvel now.
It's Marvel.
It is
now.
Marvel
So they're
now,
doing
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But and they're remaking it.
Yeah.
Or
Well, they're remaking
they're
everything.
No.
I'm
They're remaking.
looking forward to Morbius.
No.
Yeah, me too.
That looks good.
It'll be good.
That does look good.
Yeah.
Morbius looks good.
Yeah,
It's like
and
people.
it ties into Blade also.
Yes. So did God,
Venom.
what was it? What was it?
Venom.
No.
Venom.
Blade was at the end of God, what movie was it?
Eternals.
The Eternals, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, with the Black
Shit,
Knight.
I'll
Venom,
have to watch
though.
the Eternals now.
Nah, it's not worth it. It's a horrible
I love
movie.
Oh, really? Is it terrible? Okay.
No, Russ. It's all ancient alien stuff. It's ancient aliens completely. It's chariots of the gods. It's the whole plot. It's Jack Kirby read chariots
It's
of the
Jack
gods.
Kirby, yeah. It's
and
Jack
he-
Kirby
and he-
stuff.
And he this is Jack Kirby ripping off Von Daniken, and it's awesome.
He's
with,
ripping off
like,
Van
on purpose.
Daniken.
Of course
the
he
other
is.
way around.
Everyone ripped off Van Daniken.
On purpose. Like it's set, like Neil Gaiman writes about it in the intro to his version of
And I think there's some
of-
Sitchin stuff in it too, in the movie.
Oh, for sure. And it's Titans. It's
Yeah.
the Celestials. It's these,
Yep. They lived on Olympia.
yeah.
Yeah, why not just call Athena? I don't understand why they just do that.
So they
I'll have
can't,
to check- I'll have
they
to
can't
check it out.
copyright that. They can't trademark Athena.
I think it's Kirby making his own mythology, so he can say that the other mythologies are like, I don't know, like in 100 years from now, it's gonna be tough to. I was listening to somebody like doing a full breakdown of the entire Marvel history in like an hour and a half thing, like last month or whatever, and the guy did an incredible job on it. And the way he like when you get really into the cosmology of it and get into the big time like gods and stuff of Marvel, like they really make it like when you like it's holding it side by you can hold it side by side with any ancient mythology, and in 100 years, who's gonna know the fucking difference? You know, if like a bomb hits and people are gonna pick up comic books and history books and not know the difference because of Jack Kirby and stuff. You know.
River says, highly looking forward to the Black Knight.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for Black Knight appearances. I don't know too much about the Black Knight in comics.
I thought it was going to be in Moon Knight.
Well, that might be, was that Midnight Suns if they do anything like that? But Moon Knight's its own thing. Yeah.
But it's all rumors and stuff right now. But
No, I thought Black Knight was going to appear in an episode of Moon Knight.
yeah, this is the rumor, yeah, for sure. The rumors are just
Might
hot and
be.
heavy right
I
now.
haven't
Like
heard that.
Doctor Strange is like there was some meme where they showed they memed like every they put like a collage of all the rumors like of who's going to appear in Doctor Strange, and it's like you can't even see the faces because it's this so many, like it's crazy.
Speaking of rumors, did you see the fan art of Mark Strong as Mr. Freeze for the next Batman
that looks
movie?
badass. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good casting. Yeah,
Mark Strong
Yeah,
is
that's
just
badass.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
I know.
He was
he's been in
Shazam.
DC movies and Marvel movies. Yeah, Shazam. He was in The Kingsman. He played Merlin.
Sherlock.
Oh, he was great.
he's
in
like
Kingsman.
Sherlock,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Lord Blackstone or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
He's got that fucked up tooth that kind of goes like
Yeah. Rock and Roller.
He was in Kick-Ass. Rock and Roller was a great movie.
I like Rock and Roller. It's underrated. Yeah.
It is.
I haven't seen that one.
Is that a Guy Ritchie
cool.
movie?
Yeah. It's more like
It sounds like it.
yeah.
Like
You know what's a
Snatch.
good Guy Ritchie movie? Snatch is fantastic.
Snatch
It is.
sick, yeah.
Snatch is
You
awesome.
like Dags? You like Dags? You know what's a good Guy Ritchie movie? It's underrated is The Gentleman.
I don't think I've ever seen that
I
actually.
Yeah,
watch
not
that
many
too.
people have. It kind of snuck out a couple years ago.
There's
Yeah.
some good
It's with
pulpy movies.
Hugh Grant. Is plays like a dick.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
great. It's really good.
Hugh Grant. Jesus.
The new Superman and Lois Casper is a really good show and is mostly true to the comics, and in no way is it polluted with wokeness that the CW is so famous for.
No, it's great. Yeah.
It's
I was
good.
going in like I'm caught up almost. I'm like 2 episodes behind Dave. I binged like the first like 6 of them the other day.
I like how it's its own show.
Yeah, it's
You
good.
know, coming from the Arrowverse too, you know. That's
I know.
That's interesting because most Arrowverse shows are fucking stupid.
Oh my god, the latest season of The Flash is like almost unwatchable.
Oh really? Why? That's my next thing. But after I finish
the
it's
kids
like written by children. I don't know what the problem is. It's just the graphics are bad. The story is stupid.
the graphics are always bad on the Flash.
They used to be they used to be decent. Maybe that's because it was 8 years ago, but
it was campy and fun though. At least like it was stupid, but it was like more pure. I don't know. It's always been like it's not great, but like it was fun. It was fun.
It was serious though, and you really
true. That's true.
got for me at least. You really were like, oh, cool. He's going to fight crime with his new power, blah, 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 the metahumans and all that. Now it's just like, I don't know. It's become Batman from the 60s kind of camp. Shit.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
I mean, the new villains are the Royal Flush Gang, who I never heard of.
Really?
And I don't know. It's just cheesy. Yeah, I agree, River.
Oh, the Royal Flush Gang.
The Royal Flush Gang was awesome.
What did River say?
Yeah.
Especially in Super Friends.
Most of the CW DC shows are ... not so great.
It's all Arrowverse stuff.
Like the
first Arrow itself was great though.
It's like
in the beginning.
Craig Berlanti touches turns to shit.
Yeah.
Except Titans. Titans is excellent.
Titans is good.
Titans is,
but it does have its dogs.
Like
one or two episodes can be a dog though.
Yeah, but the overall show is really good.
Yeah,
compared to Berlanti's CW productions.
Right.
And I used to like Legends of Tomorrow, but that shows also it's like they got the writers from Batwoman to work on both The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. It's just like, who thinks up these storylines are horrible.
I don't know, but I saw that some of those shows are going to get canceled. I don't know which ones though.
All of them.
What do you think of Stargirl?
You know, I kind of enjoyed the first season. I haven't finished the second one yet.
It's good.
It was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It's good. It definitely brings back the golden age heroes. So I think that's pretty cool. At first, I thought it was campy. Well, it is campy, but it's in a good way, right? So
these newer ones are like the ones they're making, because they're competing with other streamers now. Like they're competing with like so many other superhero shows. It seems like the ones that were started like 7 years ago are kind of stuck in that Flash Arrow formula, and those are just like lost causes. Whereas like Stargirl, like they're putting production behind it, and then like it's high quality, even if it is like kind of stupid. They're like the effects are much better than like a CW show, like a regular one.
Yeah,
you know?
I love the flashback scenes in Stargirl.
Yeah,
right.
It's cool. Yeah,
The Boys,
cool too.
Do you guys see the latest trailer for The Boys season 3?
Yeah, that's going to be pretty epic.
I think it's going to be maybe their best one.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I heard the cartoon that just came out, whatever, the Diabolical, whatever it is. What the hell is the name? It's I heard it's like insane. I heard it's like ridiculous, like more gory than Invincible. Yeah,
that's wow.
I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, think about how gory the live action The Boys is, like, and like what they can get away with now with animation. Like, I can't imagine. I'm gonna watch it soon.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, Invincible I was like surprised. I mean, it reminded me of like a freaking anime, because anime gets traditional animes they get pretty gory, like Akira and shit.
I generally loved it. I can't wait to see what happens with that. Like, it's intense.
It is. Yeah.
I wish they'd make a second Alita Battle Angel.
Oh,
yeah, that was good. That was good.
That's like super. I haven't even thought about that in a while. Jesus Christ. I've only seen that once. Gonna watch that again.
Who's Carl Urban?
He's the guy played Bones in the new Star Trek movie.
Yeah, he plays.
I know
The Boys.
I'm sorry.
He's Butcher in The Boys.
I know who Carl Urban
Judge
is.
Dredd.
Why Carl Urban?
Star Trek
Scourge.
Yeah, Star Trek 4 is supposed to start filming by the end of the year, a sequel to the Kelvin timeline. So looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
Is it a bad reboot production? J.J. Abrams, Jar Jar.
I like the first two really well. The third one not so much, but hopefully the guy who did WandaVision is doing the Star Trek 4.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That'll be interesting.
Directing, so should be pretty good.
Yeah,
Which guy?
Shoot, I forget his name. Hang on.
That'll be interesting.
I wish we got that Quentin Star Trek movie that they talked about back in the day.
Oh, Carl Urban's not going to be in it.
Huh.
Oh.
Matt Shackman is the director.
Do they got a new Bones or no Bones?
Well, I read an interview with Carl just a little bit ago. Carl Urban just a little bit ago, and he said he would like to work with them again. So hopefully you can't have a Star Trek movie without Carl Urban. That's
Sure you can.
Well, they're going to have one, I guess. I won't be watching.
And supposedly Tarantino's working on a Star Trek movie.
I thought that was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
I think it would be cool if it did, though. I mean, can you imagine?
No, it'd be badass. I wish it happened.
Yeah, I mean, imagine the retro feel it would have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Quentin Tarantino he's a good writer. I like his writing. His directing is not very,
overrated.
It doesn't stand out as amazing. Yeah, it's overrated.
He's also kind of
although Inglourious Bastards was pretty good.
Yeah,
I like Tarantino. He's good.
I like Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't dislike him. I mean, I'm not saying
you could say he's overrated for sure. I mean, he gets called the greatest all the time. So it depends.
Oh no, I would I wouldn't say that, but
he's up there. I mean, he's
good.
I think he's really good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just want to see what he would do with space, how he would just pick space and how he would depict aliens and what kind of crazy shit he'd do.
That's really good point. That would be interesting.
But he's not going to be able to stray far from the Roddenberry narrative.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Who did that show on
I'd
HBO
like to see
Max?
an R-rated Star Trek with sex.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Tentacle sex.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
What was the show on HBO Max? NightStocker. The Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country.
Yeah. Who directed that, or who produced that? That's great.
It's from a book.
Yeah. It was the showrunner was that woman who I forget her name. I can't think of her name right now. But there was rumors that it got canceled because she was
Misha Green.
Misha Green. Yeah. There's rumors that it got canceled because she was tough to deal with. She was a pain in the ass. But
I guess the original author was a pain in the ass too.
Oh, really? Oh, Lovecraft or the Lovecraft Country guy.
I would have loved to see another season.
His name's Matt Ruff. Yeah. Matt Ruff.
Yeah.
That was great. Another season would have been really good.
I liked it a lot.
It was a good story. Actually, J.J. Abrams and Jordan Peele both EP'd on that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
What about Nope?
I want to see Nope.
Yeah, what about Nope? I can't stand that title. I don't know why. Why?
No,
because they couldn't use damn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm not kidding. That's probably why they picked Nope.
That is so funny. That is funny. Yeah, Ice Cube would have been all over that shit.
Oh yeah.
Nope. It looks
funny. Cool. It looks pretty good.
It does look good.
Haunted aliens and stuff. Can't wait for that. Yeah.
Pretty freaking crazy. Let's get back to the Batman because I want to talk a little bit about performances before we end the show. I think Zoe Kravitz is probably my favorite Catwoman.
Oh man, yeah, she's up there.
You guys can go ahead.
She's really good.
You guys can let me have
Rivers
it.
Right now.
It's okay.
Rivers is probably
I'm just saying.
Banging her head against the wall right now.
Because Michelle Pfeiffer was my favorite for the longest.
Yeah.
I liked Anne Hathaway.
I liked her too. I mean, I like all of them. I'm just saying.
She had nothing to do, kind of. She would have been good.
Man.
But yeah, no, she's good.
she
Eartha
did.
Kitt. Eartha Kitt,
phenomenal
I
job.
said was my favorite for the longest time.
Santa baby.
But no, Zoe Kravitz. I just watched Kimmy on HBO Max a few weeks ago. I think we talked about it, and like that.
You
that
did.
back, watching her in that, and then in this back to back is like a star-making performance for me. It's like a game-changing. Like she went up a level, in my opinion. I questioned whether or not she was actually like good before that, but I'm like, I'm all in on Zoe Kravitz right now.
Did you know that Zoe Kravitz was in Fantastic Beast?
Yes.
No.
She plays Lestrange, Lita Lestrange.
I had no idea. I was like, man, this chick, she looks familiar, and I had to look at the credits. Oh my God, it's Zoe Kravitz. I'm like, that's a really good accent she did. First of all, but yeah, I mean, because when I first heard that she was casted in, the Batman for Catwoman, I'm like, why? Because I really didn't know too much about her. But other than that, that's what's his name's daughter.
She's Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Yep,
or sister. Yeah.
No, I think it's
Lenny and what's her name and Denise from Cosby
Lisa
Show.
Bonet.
Mr. Bonet. Yeah.
Lisa Bonet's. Oh, that's her mom.
Yeah.
She's with Jason Momoa now.
Yeah.
I think they're in trouble though. I think
they got back together.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Oh yeah, Lisa Bonet. He divorced her in '93.
Dang.
Right when she became unhot.
She became unhot. But was that before or after Angel Heart?
After, long after, 10 years after.
Oh, okay. Because
Angel Heart was like 84.
No.
87.
Okay. Talk about a mind fuck. That movie. It's pretty fucked up.
It's a great movie.
No, it's a great movie. I'm just saying, it's like, when you think about all that shit, it's like, that was pretty messed up though. Dude was just, he's dead.
He's sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah.
Respect.
Louis Cypher.
Louis Cypher.
That was pretty good.
I love how Mickey Rourke can't pronounce his name the whole movie. Louis Cypher. It's one of Mickey Rourke's best movies. That and 9.5 Weeks.
And Diner.
And Diner. Well, he was okay in Diner. He was a minor.
Well, Diner was good. Altogether, that was just a good movie.
That was Barry Levinson, right? Did Diner?
I don't know who did it. That was good though.
I think it was Barry Levinson. He wanted to make a trilogy of movies about Baltimore, where he grew up, and Diner was the first one. And there's two other ones that I can't remember what they are, but two of his movies were also like 2 decades after Diner, and then
it's like how all directors start off, huh? They do that shit. Like, what's his name? Coppola did, the fucking Godfather, and Lucas did American Graffiti.
Yep.
I don't know how many more directors did that. I'm just saying.
50 movies back then were popular.
Yeah. Well, American Graffiti was probably one of my favorite movies. Yeah, Dreyfus was good,
Avalon was the other movie. Diner, Avalon, and there was a third one. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's all right. I got a soft spot for movies like The Big Chill. That was good. I liked it. That had William Hurt in it too. Oh, Russ, homage to Razor Ramon, right? Tonight.
Tin Men. Tin Men was the second movie. So it was Diner. Tin Men was about his father. I'll shut up about this.
No, it's okay.
Oh, you're good.
No, it was Diner was about his childhood. Tin Men was about his father selling siding, whatever that movie was about. And Avalon was about his grandfather, I think. Anyway, it's his trilogy.
Interesting.
Kind of like Terry Gilliam has a trilogy too, with Time Bandits, Brazil, and
I just saw that again. Time Bandits.
Dude. Time Bandits. Wow, that's a throwback.
Munchausen.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
That was
great stuff. Wasn't
that was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't great. No Terry Gilliam movie is great.
I think it could have been better.
Overrated and mediocre.
Do you remember the Munchausen cartoon that used to come on HBO years ago?
Nope.
It sounds familiar.
It was. I don't know where you could find it now, but it was fun when I was a kid. I used to like it.
I liked. Was it called Big Fish? The Tim Burton movie. Was that
on Netflix right now? By the way,
what's
they
on
keep
Netflix?
wanting me to watch it. The Big Fish.
Oh,
they keep suggesting it to me, and I don't want to watch it, and they won't stop.
And I'm like that with movies. I just don't want to watch it. Don't tell me what to watch.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't tell me what to do.
I'll watch it when I want to. Same thing with following people. By the way, I'm leaving Facebook again. I'm just saying.
I left a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. It was great.
I should have stayed gone. This time I'm leaving for sure. I'm staying on Signal and Twitter, and that's it. Everything else can go to hell.
I only like Twitter because you can shit post and you get news and
maybe
in
Instagram.
Real time.
Yeah, but
you're still staying on Instagram, aren't you, Dave?
If I can if I can stay on Instagram without having to cancel it, delete it with Facebook, because aren't they like tied in? Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, they own. Facebook owns it. So if you're on Instagram, they have all your data still.
Shit. All right. Well,
you can't be on the internet and not have all your data taken. Like,
well,
it's just
Signal's good.
They know who you are now. Just don't do fucked up shit. I don't know. Like, don't watch creepy porn. I don't know.
I'm actually going to do an episode on that, about that kind of shit, because I believe in Signal. I really do.
I just don't trust, like, Discord. We were saying the same thing about Discord a year ago, and now, like, it's just like you either got to give up the internet or be on it. It's like
I've been seeing some really interesting things. How other communities are doing their own intranets, and they're connecting to make their like another internet.
Yeah, that's what they should do. Yeah. Wow.
Fuck yeah.
That's cool.
Who are you talking about? The Russians?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, jeez, that's scary.
Well, the Russians were saying they're going to disconnect from the global internet.
Oh yeah.
Friday.
That's right. But they have they?
They have I assume so. I don't know. I don't really care. That whole thing's a fucking psyop. I don't give a shit.
It's like I don't care. I don't care.
I don't. I mean,
let them drop a missile. Shit.
Go ahead, kill each other. I don't give a shit.
Do it.
What's the worst that could happen? We shouldn't even be involved in it. 2 non-NATO countries fighting. What do we care?
Yeah. You want to nuke me? I don't care.
Nukes aren't real. Come on.
Nukes aren't real. Space is not real. Nukes aren't real. Come on, man.
Nope, none of that shit's real. But funny. Keep being terrified of it. Go ahead.
Hey, I live day to day. Fuck them. I can't live in fear.
It's 11/11, by the way.
Awesome. It's 8/11 here.
It's Happy Pie Day, by the way.
Happy Pie Day. Oh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few more minutes. Okay, so Zoe Kravitz, I think she did great. That's cool.
Yeah,
Penguin.
She's hot.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Man.
He was great.
I'm looking forward to the HBO Max show that they're going to do. See what that's about.
And he played Bullseye in Daredevil too.
He did.
Yeah.
And he looked more like Colin Farrell.
Who really stood out to me in this movie?
Jeffrey Wright.
No, John Turturro.
Yeah,
what?
He was good.
Yeah,
great Falcone.
He did. Carmine Falcone. He was perfect.
He was.
Yeah, he did an excellent job.
See, now my initial thought, I liked him. He did a good job. I like him and everything. But my initial thoughts were, he's too skinny. He's too thin.
Oh, he is skinny.
Yeah.
He's kind of tall too, right?
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, but he kind of looks
man.
like.
He was. Don't fuck with the Jesus.
Don't fuck with the Jesus.
Yeah. He looks like. I mean, if you read the Long Halloween, he kind of looks like Falcone from the Long Halloween.
Mm-hmm. I'm watching that, and I'm not really seeing a whole lot of similarities, by the way. Maybe maybe it's just me.
It's not that much, but that's the thing about this movie. It's like it's
its own thing.
They took elements. There's there's elements of 0 Year. There's elements of
Long Halloween.
For Long Halloween for sure. Hush a little bit. There's there's a ton of animated series influence in it. There's
I haven't read Hush yet.
This Burton influence in it, but none of it's exact. None of it's like the storylines from it. It's all just pieces, and then they wrote a badass story. I was impressed.
And I will say that I'm sorry. Go ahead, Russ.
I hope they take some influence in the next film of the War of Jokes and Riddles. That's a really cool story.
That's where it's going. I think I want Quarter Owls.
Yeah,
in the worst way.
Yeah, Quarter Owls would be cool.
I think it's coming. It's definitely coming. So. Yeah, especially the way they ended the movie. I think it's definitely going to go. It's going to point that way. All right, I want to say this: best Batman utility, grappling hook, or should I say most used?
Oh, this in the movie or overall?
Overall, I mean, every movie, dude. Come on,
overall. It's impossible to. Oh, for the movie, just for the movies or Batman history, because he has
the most effective
grappling hook.
Most effective.
This movie had a cool one we hadn't seen before. That contact lens camera thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a cool addition to the movie.
That's cool. A little bit of a spoiler, cool. But what the fuck? It was
not a spoiler.
It was.
It's in the fucking movie. It's in the
it does. Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
But still, it was great. Yeah. It was really good. It was really good. That was cool. I don't think that's probably the first time we've seen that, right?
Oh yeah.
In a movie at least. And then also the two pieces
Batarangs.
On his are those batarangs?
Yeah.
On his chest, because I thought at first they were the pieces of the gun that shot his parents.
No.
Well, if you look at the end where he's hanging, and he takes one of them off and cuts that.
Right. He did that twice
in the movie.
Yeah, he did that twice in the movie. I saw that. So pretty cool. Pretty cool deal. But yeah, I think
he's a multitasker.
He's a multitasker. I didn't like though that it was kind of bulky, the stuff that was on his legs and shit. But hey, whatever.
I liked it. It reminded me of what when I'm growing up pretending to be a superhero, and I try to make my own costume. You put cardboard and paper towel rolls and weird shit on your arms and wrists and legs and stuff. Like hockey pads and that's what it looks like. But if I had billions of dollars to spend, and I was really fucked up, it was cool. It was a cool way to depict it. But so it was real world, but also still kind of comic-y, still kind of this is a ridiculous thing to have happen. There's a nice balance.
Have you guys read Lee Bermejo's Joker graphic novel?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The suit in that graphic novel looks a lot like the Batman suit in this one.
Yeah.
Like the way the pants are, and he has a strap around his thigh to carry weapons, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then in this one, on his gauntlets, he kind of has a little those darts kind of remind you of the Court of Owls a little bit.
Yeah. The 0 Year, the 0 Year costume he has, it's different.
Yeah.
But there's elements of it.
Yeah.
And
pretty wild.
The motorcycle stuff is cool. Seeing them ride the motorcycles together, especially, that was a cool moment. No spoilers, but it was good.
No, it was good.
It's gonna be good. The second time I see it, it's gonna be really good. We're gonna really settle in and
I gotta watch it again. I definitely gotta watch it again. I might go see it again by myself.
Yeah,
just to watch it.
It wasn't boring. It wasn't boring to me. I was afraid I was gonna be 2 hours in, being damn, this could be a lot shorter. But they had me. I was all in.
I think maybe they made it a little bit longer. The scenes were a little bit longer because they made it a noir, dark noir movie. To get that element. And the score was really good too. So.
Oh yeah.
Overall, Batman's A. I give it an A.
Yeah.
Oh, I get an A. Yeah. Where does it rank though? Like,
Oh,
it
I
might.
don't know.
I was like, at some points, like, I don't know if I was baked or whatever, but like, it was like this. It has a chance of being like the best Batman movie. Like, it's like the Dark Knight was a more shocking experience to me. It was more of like a holy shit, they really did it. It was like a paradigm shifting experience. But like when I'm thinking about the elements that I want in a Batman story, this has more of them in this movie. Like this has like Batman. Batman. I want my Batman to know everything, and this version of Batman, like he's young, but he's still like a genius, and he's like he has the fighting stuff like that Affleck has. He has like the practicality of the Christian Bale stuff. He has like I don't know. There's after like we watched it a few times, it might rank up there as the being the best. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Very possible.
I think that's about
right
it.
now. Right now, I'm gonna say Dark Knight's the best, but like I say that the Batman has a chance to get there. I mean, I think maybe if compare this to the Batman Begins, if like let's say maybe the next one has a chance to be like the best ever. Like we get this version's Dark Knight. Like I mean, like this is the setup, and then they knock it out of like they really go hard on the next one. I mean, if they do like Court of Owls, if they do like Hush, if they do something like that, if they do Jokes and Riddles, like that'll be crazy.
That would be crazy. Yeah. I'm actually anxious to see what they're going to do with Joker too. We'll see how that turns out. That'll be pretty interesting too.
You know who I'd really like to see in the sequel, and it hasn't been done for a while, but I would like to see Mr. Freeze done right.
I want to see how they do Mr. Freeze though, because I don't I don't know if we'll get the guy. Because look at how they did the Riddler, and look at how different that Riddler is from the Riddler we have in our heads, like question mark suits and stuff. So it's like, how is he gonna? Are we gonna get like a guy in like a fishbowl helmet the same way we always do? Like, or is it gonna be some crazy, like dark, weird, surreal version?
I thought Gotham did a good job with Freeze.
Yeah.
Gotham
Gotham did great at all of them, to be honest. And I mean,
this movie reminded me a lot of Gotham.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Could be. All right. Well, I think we're pretty much at the end. Great movie. Go see the Batman. Definitely go see it.
Yes.
And I think that pretty much wraps up this episode since we paid a lot of homage to Batman. We could do part 2, part 3 on Batman alone, big time.
Yes.
But anyways, so all right. Well, thanks guys. Thanks everyone for joining us. Anybody want to go ahead and let's see? We'll start with Jer. What do you got going on, Jer?
Absolutely nothing.
Come on.
I'm moving.
Okay.
In like a week.
Well,
where you moving?
Congratulations.
Florida.
Oh, you're finally good. Congratulations, dude. Right on.
Bought a house.
Oh.
Enjoy Florida.
Cool.
Russ, what's going on with you?
85 down there today.
Enjoying my life right now. You can find me on Facebook at Black Sky Paranormal, and I'm on Twitter and everywhere. You can just Google me and find me. But just enjoying life right now.
Right on. Derek, what's happening? What's going on with you?
Not too much. This is nerve related, so I mentioned it. But tomorrow morning I'll be on, or I'm recording tomorrow. But tomorrow night I'll be on Ryan Gable's show talking about basically like DC Comics esoterica. Like Ryan's gonna break down like a Super Bowl breakdown, but for DC Comics with Ryan.
Right on.
That's cool. Yeah. Right on. Secret Teachings at secretteachings.info. That's cool.
Yep.
GG. What's up, man?
Yeah. Join me and JP every Friday night from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific over at shifthappensradio.com. And that's it.
Fantastic. And of course, beyondthestrange.com for everything related. So far, it's been Pulp Addicts and Midnight Blend.
Midnight Blend.
Yeah. Don't know when we're going to do another Midnight Blend. Maybe next month. I'm going to head out to Oklahoma and visit my daughter with my wife. So we're going to go on vacation and
Oklahoma.
But so we're going to do that. So we'll probably be off the air for a little bit. But until next time, guys, have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Hasta.
Bye-bye.
Later.